You're listening to the voice of IWA Flip here on Interfed Radio. Welcome to Around the United Nations. With me in studio, Commissioner Scott Anderson. Commissioner, welcome.
Hey, thank you for having me. Here we are, back again.
You know what? After seeing the Quebec hitman just come home with 4 million, it's still like I'm wondering if he's gonna pitch in and buy a new ring around here, or that's that's a nice
Upgrade
take.
some facilities, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. After all the madness, maybe some extra janitorial staff or some extra security guards, because things are heating up.
Things are heating up. That's for sure.
Oh, man. But before we get into that, I think we've made a tradition to go over these league champions, and there was one on here. When I saw it, I was like, dude, that pep talk. Yeah, I'm glad they brought Art Deco back, because
it did what it needed to do, right?
Yes, sir. Jacob Vandenberg, our league champion, our TV champion, bigger than Texas, Mr. Alaska, Mick Fleece, our Brazil champion, Goodie Bag Griff. Nice to see him on. Nice. China champion, Zach Gagan. Gagan?
Sure.
Okay. Hey, good job, Zach. Great Britain champion, Naul. India champion, Archie Bushmaster Jones. Iran champion, Brody Bushmaster, huh? Nice.
Yeah, back to back there.
Back to back. From the Battle Royal, Japan champion, Jean Greycrow. Mexico champion, hey, looks like his pep talk worked too.
I think so.
TVB. Nice. Nigeria champion, Valinaria. Our Russia champion, Bandail Naidu. Our United States champion from the Battle Royal, Anne's bodyguard, Zhang Fei. Nice.
Yeah, back on the title page.
Who the hell is Anne? But welcome back. Welcome back. What? Yeah, you know what? I don't remember them. Like I said, I'm new to the league. I don't know who the hell Anne is. Should I know Anne?
Well, you wouldn't if you weren't around at the beginning, I guess.
Oh, welcome back. I guess I'm gonna have a rude introduction to who Anne is. I've got myself in trouble before. All right, here we go. The big winner of the cycle. $35 in UNL credit.
It's pretty spectacular.
Nice. I guess this Sugar High is going to put this to good use. Goodie Bag Griff and Elizabeth. Yeah. Good job. Good job.
Christian daughter. I don't know. Yeah. Okay.
Good job, Elizabeth. TV Tag Team Champions, Quick Kills, Naul and Valinaria. Our six-man champions. In the condition he was in, he still managed to bring home some gold? No way. Ezekiel Crane, Jean Greycrow, and Jake the Snake Sabo. Our TV six-man champions, no strangers to the six-man realm. The Hitman, Russian Reaper, and Naul. Oh, man. Yeah, this was a fun cycle, man. But we like I said, we'll get into the rest of that stuff later. What come on, thumb, work a little faster. Commissioner's side. What do we got? What are we covering?
Well, let's see.
I know the Quebec Hitman is definitely 4 million in iCash richer, and
right. I mean, I think we talked about that on the last show, though, didn't we?
Oh yeah, okay. I'm looking at him on this cover, and it just keeps bringing it back.
Yeah. Not a bad cover, if I may say so myself.
No, nice.
Sometimes I like them a little more than others. I feel like this one's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, that match alone is just worthy of a cover. Yeah,
for sure.
Is he giving you anything like a new chair? Nothing, nada. Come on.
I think that 4 million is probably more than I make in a year, but that's okay. Good leadership. Make sure that everybody's taken care of. So, The
But
hitman can feel free to, a new death chair would be fine. I would, be all right.
yeah.
So, UNL, cycle 33. I guess I'll talk about what I think is a pretty big deal right off the top. I'm going to skip to the back of my report if that's okay.
Yeah.
We've got the 2-year anniversary deals.
Oh yeah.
So,
anytime money and matches is involved, we can definitely get.
no doubt, kick it off with that, right? So most people probably know, but a IWA year is 17 or 18 cycles. Typically 17 more than 18, but every once in a while that third week rolls around, we have an 18th cycle, which we should have this year. Kim, we need dog days. I need dog days in my life. Okay. So hopefully we get dog days this year. But anyway, cycle 34 then would be the end of the second year of the UNL. In order to celebrate that, got some deals. Okay.
Yes.
So for next cycle, which is not a bonus scrub cycle, right? 34 is an even number. But what we will have for our 2-year anniversary is that you can double the regular matches at any amount. So if you normally do the minimum, 6 matches for 5, you get 12 matches for 5.
Nice.
You do a match deal, instead of 20 matches, you get 40 regular matches and your 20 scrubs.
Holy moly.
So the more matches you take, the more you double, obviously. But whatever your normal amount of matches are, you double that and keep the same number of scrub matches.
And very, very important, as you mentioned that, how many scrubs do you have here in the UNO?
Lots, like 60 or more. There are lots of scrubs. I was gonna, I was gonna throw out a diss there, but I won't. That's all right. It's early yet. But we've got like 60, so there's plenty of scrub wrestlers to beat up.
This isn't the trash talk edition. This is the commissioner.
Trash talk. Okay, got it. But make sure you mention the deal when taking your extra matches. The IWA appreciates that. And then also, for every 10 cards this cycle, managers will get 2 free matches. Now, I know that doesn't sound like a lot, which is fair to say. But what that means, though, is if we say have 100 cards, you get 20 free matches. And that's for everybody. Everybody gets 20 free matches.
Wow.
Right? So the more cards we have in cycle 34, the more free matches you can take in cycle 35. So hopefully we, beat our record in cycle 34, and then we beat that record in cycle 35. I think that's pretty good. So happy 2-year anniversary. Thank you to everyone who has been around from the beginning. Thank you to all the people who joined us along the way.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's an awesome deal, brother. Really. I mean, anyone that's been playing this game knows that, obviously there's certain deals that come about. I mean, these are some of those quote-unquote tenure deals, I guess, by reaching out to Kim. And, yeah, these are cool, man.
Well, I mean, when you have, 3 leagues that routinely appear in the top 10, I guess, maybe you get some perks for that, but
yeah, no, I mean, it's hey, now.
I sounded like such a jerk there.
Hey, the truth, what is it? The proof is in the pudding. I'm so bad with saying that. I was about to say the truth is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. I mean,
yeah. You make the IWA money, they tend to pass that along to you. So
yeah, I've mentioned that to a few of the other commissioners, and I tell them, I go, if obviously if it's working on their behalf, then yeah, they're gonna give you those like, or you just can't be like IWA flip, man. I mean, I remember when I asked for a deal, she said no. I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm over. I'm quitting, leaving the game, walking out backwards, and everything.
But. Speaking of 100 cards, which is definitely possible in this cycle, we had 105 in cycle 33. Pretty awesome, thank you. Which placed us as high as 5th place in the top 10. So
I mean, you've been around this game a little longer than isn't that nuts that 100 matches is like 5, like 5th?
Yeah. the top 6 were 100 cards, which 100 cards
Wow.
used to be like,
A feat. Yeah.
yeah, it used to be number 1 practically. Maybe
Yeah.
one or two, right? Yeah, it's pretty insane. Pretty insane that the top 6 are over 100 cards, and I believe the number 10 spot was like 84 or 85 cards, which 84, 85 would put you in the top 5.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
It was nuts. I remember sometime. I mean, it wasn't too long ago. I mean, yeah, 50, 60 cards would get you into those top 10, and I
oh
was
yeah,
like,
easy. Like the if you hit 50 cards and didn't make the top 10, it was an overly active cycle.
right.
And so now there number 11, I forget which league it was, but number 11 had 84 cards.
Wow.
So somebody had 84 cards couldn't even make the top 10. It's wild. So UNL bounces in and out based on our bonus scrub deal. That's cool. That comes along with the territory. I'm just happy that we are securely, knock on wood, above 50 cards even on our off cycle, so that we can award UNL credit to our tag team champions every single cycle, which is awesome. A little payback for the people running some tag teams.
Oh yeah.
We already mentioned Sugar High. Congratulations on their $35 in UNL credit. That'll pay for a few cycles.
All right, Mr. Numbers. What's the biggest payout we've had?
In the UNL
Yeah.
for credit.
Yeah.
Well, we had 114 cards one cycle, and the IWA rounds down on our credit there, which is one of the deals we talked about. So the biggest was 38.
Nice.
$38 went out 2 cycles ago, I think.
Whew.
So,
nice. And who was no, not maybe later, maybe later.
Brother,
maybe
I don't know. Yeah, I could look it up, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
Oh, okay. I was just trying
like
to.
It might have been Sugar High too. Either Sugar High or maybe the Joneses.
Yeah, they've been on fire.
I feel like one of them won it. So.
Yeah, just little tidbits. I know you're a numbers guy, so I want to test the noggin, see what's in there.
I mean, I am on summer break, but I do like my numbers.
Nice.
So what else is going on? Let's go back now that I mentioned the big deals. Oh, we could go over our champions.
Dude, I always forget about these damn commissioner titles, and I always try to do it right after the other champions. But yeah, we
they're important, sir.
Yes, they are. And especially in this league, especially
here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So our series did finish up. So if you had to guess, would you predict Valinaria or Akbar as the United Nations champion?
I've gotten my ass kicked enough by I've gotten my ass kicked by enough by Poison, so I'm going with Akbar.
Okay, well, sorry. Valinaria retained the title.
I'm with you, Poison. Akbar, I'm your biggest fan now, brother. Keep that whip away from my back.
You have done your best to not anger the Poison member.
No,
but Valinaria retained the title. He will defend against Alaska McFleece.
Alaska McFleece.
Should be a good series.
Yeah.
Speaking of Poison, your good buddy CC DeVille managed to retain the Canadian title against Ezekiel Crane.
A broken Ezekiel Crane. I mean, dude, come on.
I was convinced Ezekiel Crane is dead. So if there's an obituary in this cycle's trash talk, totally understandable, because we'll get to it on the trash talk side, but that's your little preview. The Masked Man, he took poor Ezekiel Crane to the woodshed, as they say. But CC DeVille will next be challenged by the native warrior Naul.
Nice.
So Naul has never had a title series yet, so this is his first one.
Nice. Congrats.
Hey, thanks.
Don't touch the hair. Don't touch the hair.
Don't touch. It's fine. 2 years is fine. So also retaining, we had a conglomeration of retentions. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I do numbers, folks. I do numbers.
Retainers, retainees.
Retainees. Let's do that. Retainees. Jacob Vandenberg held on to the international title, and he will next face. Here he is, Akbar. So, although
From one
Akbar was not,
series to the next.
I was going to
Nice,
say,
Akbar.
yeah, he was not successful in the United Nations series, but now he has earned a shot at the international title.
Nice.
Which does bring up a valid point. A wrestler cannot challenge for the same title 2 series in a row, but you can challenge for a different title.
Yes. Now I know it's been a while, and just so you know, like I said, this is the commissioner show, just to remind the fans that the contenders aren't just randomly picked. They're not, picked through the trash talk, even though you can, make a claim to want to try and get this belt. But there is a method to the structure. There's the structure is what I'm trying to get to behind the Can-Am and the International.
You are correct, sir. For both the United Nations and the Can-Am and the International, yes. I mean, there's structure in place for all 5, but those 3 are very interlinked. So we just finished cycle 33, for those who haven't heard this already. So every 3 cycles, so cycle 31, 32, 33, I'll be tracking the strats, and the wrestler who has the highest strategy average from those 3 cycles will be the next challenger to the United Nations title. The only conditions with that are it can't be the same wrestler, and it can't be a wrestler from the same manager. So like Valinaria is the United Nations champion right now. So if Naul was number 1 contender, he would not be allowed to challenge for the United Nations title because they're both managed by the same person. So that said, that just, keeps more than one person in the flow there. But Can-Am and International are the 5th highest strategy average for those previous 3 cycles, not including the champions. So it's easiest to see the first cycle, like in cycle 34. You'll be able to see in the strategy averages where everybody ranks and how McFleece and Naul and Akbar were placed at the 1st and then 5th spots for those particular titles. So I try and be as transparent as possible.
I like it. And needless to say, this is reserved for trash talkers?
You are correct, sir. If you don't trash talk consistently, which I roughly define as 2 out of 3 cycles, you're not going to challenge for the titles.
Nice. Now, before we get to the tag ones, let's go over this television one.
Yeah, we have a new television champion.
Dun, dun, dun.
It looks like I didn't have the right person listed, though.
Well, it looks like I'm looking at a picture of Vladimir Verkempt.
Right, but who does it say he was going to be challenged by?
Will defend against the Samoan Bulldozer.
See, I don't think that's correct.
Uh-oh. Okay.
If you will give me uno momento seconds, do some kind of commercial.
I'm going to go ahead and go over, let's see here.
Plug one of your other favorite leagues right now.
You know what? Get over and get to the RWL, because dang, that one's on fire. I gonna mention, of course, another one commissioned by my commissioner Scott Anderson, the Living Nightmare League, another one that's getting ready to explode. We had some transfers in that are just gonna take that one to another level. So, and yeah, you definitely got to get to both of those too. We got a lot planned for the bronze, so. If you're not here yet.
I think that I made an error, sir.
Uh-oh. Let's see. So, it wasn't the fan favorite.
It is the Samoan Bulldozer who should be challenging in cycle 33. So everything you have is correct. I I was incorrect in
Ah,
my what would be my next report. So at least I can fix it.
perfect.
So pay no mind to the person behind the curtain. So I do need to double check though then.
Who the next
And
contestant is?
and Vladimir Verkempt did retain the TV title then against Tonga Ming.
Okay.
So the next challenger will be Jan Greycrow.
Oh, nice.
So he will face Vladimir Verkempt. I think what happened is I was working on my report early, and so I forgot that I had been working on it, and so I got a cycle ahead of myself.
Aha. So you had
So
it in the back of your head already, like, wait a minute, something's up here.
yeah,
Something's up.
so yeah, but
Oh,
hey, at least I caught it.
yes. Now,
Yes.
um, what's going on with the rest of this tag team division? Because
That is an excellent question, sir.
what in the I mean, are you guys just gonna let these guys come take these titles and just no? I wasn't expecting
It
this. Not in the United Nations League. I can expect it in other realms and other places, but here, really, no one's gonna challenge. Come on.
well, we did have a couple challengers this cycle, but
Oh, we did.
nobody
Oh,
managed to defeat them.
come on. I expect more
Yeah.
from the United Nations League. I expect,
Yeah.
again, if you guys need help, you know the numbers. But we'll get to that.
106, 107.
Oh man, come on, somebody challenge them. I think I might have to just go after them, man. Come on.
Yeah. But nobody managed to defeat them in a non-title match. So they will carry on for at least another couple cycles. So
Oh,
somebody can beat them in a non-title match this cycle, then they can challenge for the titles the following cycle.
yeah, come on, guys, get them. Somebody get them. All right. Now, do you want to hit that button, or should I hit that button?
What button am I hitting?
It's global tournament time. Oh,
Oh, brother. Yeah, sure. So
yeah.
winning global tournament number 28 is Jake the Snake Sabo. Congratulations. He qualifies himself then for the global's greatest event coming up
He
early this
got
fall.
by Antoine Martin.
He did.
Oh,
Did
dude,
get
that guy's
by
gonna
Antoine
be
Martin.
pissed. Dang. Oh,
He might be.
yeah.
So congratulations to him. The finals for Global Tournament number 29 will be Alaska McFleece, who just won Global Tournament 27,
Ooh.
facing off against Archie Bushmaster Jones.
Can he get
So
through two of the Joneses to win another one? Ooh.
that's a tall order.
Ooh.
You might beat one Jones, but beating two Joneses,
Ooh.
I don't know.
You got only someone as big as Alaska could make
But if
something like
anybody could do it, Alaska could do it.
yeah.
Um, so now, and we're working through some of our other tournaments. As
Yeah.
we mentioned on the last show, global tournament, I believe we said 32.
I'm actually scrolling down because I know we had it listed here somewhere. Where did I see that?
Global tournament 32's winner will be the last one who
There it is.
qualifies for this year's Global's greatest event.
Nice.
So, and we'll see global tournament 31, you see, is a little bit bigger. So it's going to take an extra cycle to complete.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
that's always nice. The good news is all these the site. Oh man, I can't talk. Global tournament 29, 30, 31, 32, and 33. We had enough active managers that they will all award 10 free matches. Little bonus for winning a global tournament.
Yeah.
Not too shabby, I don't think.
Now, I mean, yeah, I mean, just seeing that, uh, it come down to the wire, or I don't. I mean, it's just that ticking time bomb, just like, just it started, right now, like, okay, here we go. It's coming around. It's coming around.
It is
Yeah.
coming around the mountain
Yeah, I like
when
it.
she comes.
Oh man.
Um. So, well, I don't want to get ahead of myself. I'll mention more about Global's greatest in a minute.
Okay.
Do we want to talk about the World Tag Shuffle?
I thought
How
is this the last mention of
how
World
it's
Tag Show?
finally, yes.
It's
Thank
finally over.
thank the good Lord, because this is it. This is the last time we're going to talk about it. The winners of the World Tag Shuffle, each earning $8 in UNL credit, Ezekiel Crane and Benjamin Felix. So
Cheaters.
congratulations to those two wrestlers.
Oh,
I do need to know who their partner will be. They will challenge for the United or the man. We so a little real talk. We changed up the order of our shows. We're doing the UNL first tonight, so that hopefully I would be more on point for the UNL show. And it turns out I can't talk when we do the UNL show. So sorry everybody, I'm
you
trying
needed the
my
first
best.
one. You needed the first one to kind of break the This is like the 14th of these we've done. Like, come on.
I'm doing my best. Sorry, folks. Thank you for listening. So I do need Ezekiel Crane and Benjamin Felix to tell me who their partners will be. I will announce them as
How
winners.
dare you, Commissioner, ask Ezekiel to write or speak or
Well,
say anything in the
well,
condition he's in?
yeah, he's gonna have to like blink his eyes, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that in Trash Talk side. So the challenge from both of those teams will be in cycle 35. So they need to pick a partner.
Well, Benjamin Felix says his contract obligations require him to stay with Akbar. So we'll get Ezekiel's words in a later time, but
Okay, so Akbar is going to team with Benjamin Felix in cycle 35. So we just need to figure out who is teaming up with Ezekiel Crane. Probably going to be doing a lot of heavy lifting if you're Ezekiel Crane's partner.
it's probably Jake the Snake. He's already lifted him there to the.
I mean, he did put in the work. So
Yeah.
congratulations to those teams. Don't forget to take your $8 in UNL credit. Yeah, it's always a nice little bonus. I'd take $8.
Oh yeah.
So then we had the Rumble. I think we talked about all the winners and losers on the last show. So you see those results in your bulletin. Obviously, a extra 1,000th congratulations to the Quebec Hitman for winning the largest Rumble match in UNL history. Of course, it's only the second one, but never let the facts get in the way of a good story. Biggest Rumble in UNL history, 32 wrestlers, $4 million. Pretty cool. Do we want to talk about Global's greatest now?
You know what? I know we did the global tournament already segment, but yeah, this requires its own little piece right here because I'm waiting for this one.
I feel like something that is developing very well in the UNL is the big pay-per-view shows. There aren't very many in a year. So World Warfare is at the very beginning of the year. That's like our quote-unquote WrestleMania. Then we have the Rumble in the spring. Then we have Global's Greatest at the beginning of the fall. So the Rumble offers that huge cash prize, hopefully a fun little event for everybody. And then Global's Greatest rewards the people who have won a global tournament. So the winners of each global tournament will be from the number 15 to number 32 will be entered in the global gauntlet match, where the winner will earn free matches, and the exception to the rule, they will get a series against the United Nations champion.
Score.
So the 3 cycle series that they get to challenge for the title will be a triple threat match.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So the person who would normally be the number one contender doesn't get kind of shoved out of the way. It's a triple threat. The winner of Global's Greatest, the Global Gauntlet match, gets to join the title series.
Nice.
So in addition to that, I think I already mentioned there will be some free matches. The exact total to be announced. So I'm not sure how many I'm going to be able to save up before the event, but hopefully a good number.
Nice. And can we talk about the advantage?
Yeah, definitely. If you win more than one, you get a half-point advantage for each additional win. So if you win 2, you get a half-point advantage. You win 3, you get a whole point advantage, which basically just means if you have a 497, now that's a 498. So it could make the difference. So it's an extra little incentive to those who have won more than one.
Nice.
And right now we have 3 wrestlers who have won more than one. Again, unfortunately, we don't expect Jasper Abanku to be in the match. Much love out to Jim.
Shout out.
And so right now we have 2 wrestlers that we would assume are going to be in the match who have that half-point advantage.
Nice.
Now, not for nothing, there are 2 other matches already announced. If we make it to the full series, we have the best of 7 between Quick Kill Inc. and the Dead Rabbits, which if they go the full 7, that final match will be at the pay-per-view. And then we have the just announced best of 5 between Jan Greycrow and the Hawaiian Delight Joe Kona. If that goes to the full 5.
Both managers signed, sealed, delivered?
Signed, sealed, delivered.
Nice.
Boom. I am so excited. I think that's going to be a great series.
Oh man, I can't. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. I'm telling you.
And I have it on good accord that there could be at least one other pretty big match signed to this event.
Oof.
So that's my little teaser.
Oh man. All right. We got it going here in the UNL.
Plenty going on, let me tell you.
Yeah. Now, I know we got Global's Greatest that we're looking forward to.
Yes.
Is there? And you said the one at the end of the year was.
So end of December. I think I'm going to put it the first cycle in January every year. Will be World Warfare.
Nice. Okay.
So last year headlined, of course, by the explosion of Aaron McFleece and Tenbatsu.
Oh.
Among other incredible matches.
Now, no, that one's not coming here. No, I'm off. I thought we had another little mini pay-per-view coming up.
That would be the LNL, I think, sir.
Aha! I thought
which is a pretty good league in its own right, I suppose.
Oh yeah, that was one of the league promos I plugged in our little dun dun dun. Yeah. I'll be right back. Get to the bronze. Get to the bronze. Oh man,
it is a pretty happening place.
Yes, Bronze Age is definitely here.
For sure.
Oh man. Now, are we missing anything? I'm trying.
I think as far as the commissioner side, that seems like we covered it.
Yeah. No. I mean, get to those. Get to challenge to those tag matches, or what's that called? The World Tag UNL Commission.
Yeah, the World Tag. Yeah. So for those of you who may be new, to challenge for the World Tag, you have to team up a national wrestler with a national wrestler, or an international wrestler with an international wrestler. So you got to find somebody you want to work with, somebody you like well enough, or somebody you think maybe they can ride your coattails, so you can ride their coattails, or maybe you can be the Mega Powers and win the World Tag titles. So
yeah, you got to definitely team up with and you know what? Now that I take a step back, there's plenty of people that could challenge for this. Plenty. I just hope they're not scared.
I mean, I know that Quick Kill Inc. isn't scared. We just haven't gotten the job done. It's not for lack of effort.
All right, all right. So there's people, because I don't want Ezekiel Crane to have an easy walk in the park here.
Right.
They came in challenging, so.
They did.
All righty, man. But we're gonna go ahead and sign this one off because we got a lot of trash talking doing
There's
this next
a
edition.
lot of trash talk. There's a lot of trash talk, and there's a lot of good trash talk.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I think I said it on the last show, and I think it bears repeating. I don't know if there's another. I don't think there's another league that's doing any better than the UNL is doing right now in terms of trash talk.
Yeah, I mean
Sorry,
it's off the walls. It really is. I
there
mean,
there might be leagues that are doing as good or close to as good, but UNL is the cream of the crop for trash talk. Sorry, like that's just.
yeah, I mean just the back and forth is just yeah. But we'll get into that one. Like I said,
We'll
let's.
get into that on the next. There's your teaser, folks.
It almost sent us off, man. I was about to start rambling, man. I'm like, wait a minute, no, focus, focus. All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening to the Commissioner edition of Round the United Nations League. For myself, IWE Flip, and Commissioner Scott Anderson. We'll see you guys next time.